Good evening folks, welcome back to another 4 AM. So today we're going to look at the Corrective Smooth modifier. Now by itself doesn't really do much. It does have to be used with an armature, or no, it's typically used with an armature anyway. So I'm going to see if I can actually do anything with it at all. And we'll go through some of the options. We'll go through all of the options and then see what happens. Oh, it made it really small for some reason. But yeah, we'll go through the options and see what we can do. Okay, so Corrective Smooth. Actually, I'll do that in a minute. Corrective Smooth. This modifier is used to reduce highly distorted areas of a mesh by smoothing the deformations. This is typically useful after an armature modifier, where distortion around joints may be hard to avoid, even with careful weight painting. To use this modifier effectively, it is useful to understand the basics of how it works. So you have rest state. Let me just have a look through here a second. Rest state. So that's going to be part of when you've got the armature added in. You have rest state because it's part of posing. So if I was to, let's get rid of that and let's add in, okay, so let's try adding in let's add in a plane a minute. There we go, that's right. Okay, so we add in a bone. Okay. It'll then give you, no, it's rest position, not rest state. Okay, so when you use this along with something else anyway, you will get a rest state. And it's used as a reference to detect highly distorted areas. The original vertex locations are used by default. Then you'll get smoothing. Many options for this modifier relate to smoothing, which is used internally to correct distorted regions. So I think that just adds to both of them in there already anyway. Because there's not in any of the rest state. Okay, so then the options. Yeah, rest state and smoothing is actually not part of the modifier. They're part of what you would use with the modifier, so that's quite confusing. But yeah, glad I didn't get something wrong. Okay, so your options over here. A little note, modifier also uses a rest state to use as a reference internally. This modifier uses smoothing, so some of the options adjust the kind of smoothing. So that's the internal part of this. So rest state and smoothing is already applied basically by putting this in. Factor. The factor to control the smoothing amount. Higher values will increase the effect. Values outside this range, above 1.0 or below 0.0, distort the mesh. Repeat. The number of smoothing iterations. Higher values generally improve the quality of the smoothing, but the operation is slowed down. Smooth type. Select the smoothing method used. Simple. This simply relaxes vertices to their connected edges. Length weight uses a method of relaxing that weight by the distance of surrounding vertices. This option can give higher quality smoothing in some cases by better preserving the shape of the original form. Then we have vertex group, as always. Use this to manually select regions to smooth. Only smooth, so that makes it really tiny for some reason. This option is included to preview the smoothing used before correction is applied. So if we were to apply it, then that's how it would come out basically. That's what it's doing to that, but I'm going to do something different in a minute and see what happens. Then we have pin boundaries, prevent boundary vertices from smoothing. So if I use that and that doesn't work now, because that's preventing the boundaries from being smoothed. Then we have rest source. Select a source for reference vertex positions that defines the undeformed state. So you have original chords. Use the original input vertex positions. This relies on the original mesh having the same number of vertices as the original mesh. Okay, that made no sense to me, but yeah, why not? Then we have bind chords. Optionally, you may bind the modifier to a specific state. This requires that there are constructive modifiers such as subsurf or mirror being applied before this modifier on the stack. Okay, so I'm thinking delete that and then add in a plane. Nope, not add in a plane. Just deleted the plane. Add in a cube. Go into edit mode, and if we subdivide it a few times, randomize it, oops, go into wireframe, and let's just select this view here, grab this along the Z, and then grab that along the X, just to give us some sort of weird shape to mess around with a little bit. So I'm hoping by having this strange shape, add corrective smooth. I was hoping that this would do something for us, to be honest. Okay. That doesn't want to do anything, does it? Bind data required. Okay. So delete all vertices on that. Let's add in a monkey. Let's add in corrective smooth again. Only smooth. Okay, that's actually giving us something now. Factor, repeat. Okay, so there now we're getting somewhere. Length weight. Okay, so that's actually doing quite a bit that early, isn't it? Oh, that was not meant to happen. So that looks like it's pinned the boundaries as its eyes or something. Yeah, as its eyes. So that doesn't really do anything by itself. It's doing something with the nose. That's about it. Simple. Only smooth. Okay, so as you can see, you know, it basically it smooths out your object. Obviously, using this with an armature, then it might be a bit better. But when the factor's on 0, no matter what you do, it doesn't affect anything at all. There has to be some sort of factor for this to actually take effect. If you use length, weight, or simple, pin boundaries, only smooth, there has to be a factor there, otherwise nothing does. Well, nothing does nothing. So yeah, that's the basics of our corrective smooth. Next will be curve, and I really want this to do something curve. I really hope that we can do something with that. Probably create an empty or something to make that work. But yeah, as always, folks, if you'd like to like, comment, or subscribe, then yeah, we've got quite a few subscribers now. Well, I say quite a few. We've now got 6 subscribers, but I'm very happy with that. And I've had over 200 views as well, so I'm very happy about that. I think a lot of people are taking an interest in the game that I'm making. So if you are watching this, definitely take a look at that, because I've worked really hard on that one, and it's starting to look pretty good. So yeah, thanks very much for watching folks. Ta-ra for now.